Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is hiiiii. This is my first video of 2026. I'm coming to you with a little craft video because I have a dilemma and I don't think there's a solution for it unless I physically make it myself. So that is where today comes in. When I'm filming this, I'm just a couple weeks into January, although I probably won't be posting this for a few more weeks just because January is a little bit hectic. More to come, but I hope you guys are having a great start to your new year. I have been enjoying my time off. It's been a nice little break. I'm excited to get back into the swing of things. I'm excited to start posting again. I'm excited to interact with you guys again. And I've had this idea for a craft for a while, but you're in crunch mode now. My boyfriend's birthday is coming up and I want to feel really cute. And so if you are a thick calf girly like myself, then you too might struggle with this. You can imagine, I'll put pictures here on the screen. I really want knee-high or like calf-high black leather boots to like go out in. I think they're really cute with like mini skirts. And I like to go to raves and shows. That's what I like to do when I go out. And I don't have any boots that go higher than my calf. And like I can find some that are more like riding boots, but I want more like sexy boots and I can't find them. I have searched and prowled online, like I have done my due diligence and I cannot find them. So one day I'm scrolling on Depop and look what I discovered, and I think it's going to alter everything and I'm very, very excited for this. I'll put in some screenshots here. I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner, but it's basically like leather leg wraps that look like black leather boots, kind of. Say less. I have reverse Google image searched this and I don't know exactly where this is originally from, but the Depop listing had the measurements, so I think I can make something with this. I think I can make my own version of this and just obviously tailor it to the size of my calf, because like obviously this is not gonna fit me at all whatsoever, so I did not purchase it. You know me, you know I love to upcycle, so I've already gone to the thrift store and I just found some like black leather pleather pants. They have like a little like paint on them, I think. Honestly, they're like super cute. If they fit me regularly, I would wear them, but thinking I just want to like cut these up and turn them into a square of fabric, just like this photo here. And then I also purchased this like a kit of like heavy duty snaps. Came with the tool, and then it also came with like 4 different colors of snaps. I think I'll probably go gold or silver. I don't know yet. I guess we'll just see. I think I like gold the best. I've never used a snap tool before, so this will be new for me. I think I'm just gonna start by measuring how big I need it to literally fit around my calf in order for it to snap in place. And yeah, this is gonna be like kind of patchworky of me. So if you yourself did not want to upcycle and just wanted to buy leather fabric and do it, it'd probably be a lot easier, but I like to be as sustainable as possible. So this is how I did. I did get these half off, so this was only $4.50, and I feel like I can use a lot of this fabric, which is nice. And then this tool with all the fasteners I got on Amazon, and it was like 30 or 35, I think, maybe 40. So we are celebrating my boyfriend's birthday in a week, so I definitely want to get started on it today and hopefully even finish it today. We'll see how time involved this is. Yeah, without further ado, let's go. I don't really know the best way to go about upcycling these, but I'm just gonna start by cutting. I have a seam ripper, but I don't know if it'll be strong enough. Now I'm left with like 2 rectangles of fabric, which is kind of as much leather as I was gonna get out of it. We'll just hope that that's enough. I'm left with these like tiny little micro shorts now. Now I need to measure and see exactly how big I need them to actually be. It is a new day. I left off with measuring and then I got busy. So let me show you what I was working on. I have measured and remeasured my calves like 8,000 times. I'm getting 18, 19, 20, whatever. So right now I'm just doing 20. I can always make it smaller, but right now I'm just gonna go with 20-inch calves at the thickest point and maybe 15-inch length, but honestly maybe shorter than that. Again, I can always trim it. So knowing that, I then need 2 rectangles with 1 inch of seam allowance on either side. I would then need 22 inches of width with 17 inches of height, because I want to be able to fold it over and be able to really create like a nice hem on all 4 sides essentially. Therefore, I need to measure my fabric. My fabric is 19 by 27 and I have 2 of those, so I have plenty of fabric to work with. Like, I mean, I can't mess up. I have 1 shot, but I do have plenty of fabric, so all is good. Now obviously I'm upcycling, so my piece of fabric looks like this because it was a piece of pants, and this is how it's going to go on the leg. So if you can imagine, it'll wrap around something like this. Obviously you can like clearly see the seam in the middle. I don't really think that's that big of a deal, but you were upcycling and you do not like the look of that, then yeah, unfortunately that's just kind of I think what it would have to be. So if you don't like that, then you would have to just buy fabric. I think these are going to give like a slouchy look in the end anyway, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but but you're a wide calf girly like myself and you're upcycling, that's just what it has to be, because this is not gonna wrap around my calf. It's just not. This is 17 inches. I need 20. Not gonna work. So let me bring it down. If you can imagine, I'm gonna wrap you around right here. Too tall, but it will look something like that. Are you catching my drift? I need you to try really hard to ignore this mess happening in and around here, because we're moving soon. We're moving very soon. In fact, this is mostly, probably, more than likely, the last video that you are going to see in this apartment with this background and this vibe. More to come on that, more to announce soon. I am very excited to be moving. But obviously it is a disaster in here. It is a shit show. It is a mess. It is chaotic. I probably wouldn't even be crafting right now if it weren't for my boyfriend's birthday coming up and me wanting to wear these. Alas, we are doing it. I think I want to work with the fabric as much as possible. If you can tell, on each of these pieces of fabric, I have one side of it that has more so of a hem, and I think I want to work with that and not have to like alter that at all. I think I just want to make that the bottom hem, be done with it, move on. In doing so, there's also already a hem on the right side of each of those pieces as well, which honestly makes it my job a lot easier. So then I am only left with two sides that are raw and unfinished. So I don't even actually need a full inch of seam allowance, honestly. Yeah, I literally just held it up to myself, as unscientific as that is, and I'm literally just gonna cut along that line, giving myself like an extra inch or two. The nice thing about this, like there is like a little bit of stretch to it, right? I'm gonna hold that up to myself again. Cool, that's gonna work. So I just want to cut the other one to the exact same size. Now that it's cut, I am gonna finish the edge and create a hemline similar to this. Probably just like a 1/2 inch fold over, so along that edge on this side and this side. Oh my god. Be right back while I cry. Damn it, dude.
Have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
So sad my grandma literally got that for me. I mean, it wasn't like it was like anything super insane or anything. I think she got it literally from like Five Below, but now I have like tiny little things of glass literally everywhere, and I have a cat. I'm like, right? Am I right? Okay. Alright, I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, problem solved. That's what happens when you practice absolutely zero patience and just pick things up without moving things first. And anywho, I just love it when I already have a bobbin that has the thread color I need. Like, oh. Like I said, I'm just gonna fold this over, and I'm not even gonna worry about pinning it just because this is like kind of a stiffer material. I'm just gonna fold it over about 1/2 inch. Do I want to double fold it? Like, not really, even I don't. I don't think this fabric will fray, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just gonna do a straight stitch all the way around, and then I'll also do a top stitch just to kind of like keep everything in place and just to prevent it from rolling, I think we'll do. Perfect, it's not moving. Stitch that a couple times. We have an area that looks a little messed up, but that's okay. It's okay. It has a hard time going through it once it's like thicker, but honestly, wasn't too bad. Is it perfect? Certainly not, but let me show you. That's what the top seam now looks like, and that's what my side seam looks like. You can see that's a little messed up, but mind you, this is going to be the part that has the snaps, so I'm wondering if I can just like kind of get over that. I'm gonna do the other one, and then I will be right back. I think I honestly did make these slightly too big, but I don't think there's any reason to fret. I think what I can just do, I'm gonna have a hard time like showing the camera this. Essentially, I'll show you up close first. So this is the side that was already hemmed. It's super nice. This is the side I hemmed. I mean, it's not bad, but ideally I can hide this side. So I think this side will be like the inner snaps that's like hidden. And then this side I'll make like the outer buttons that's like obviously on display. When I make this is like a little too long. If you can see, like it does overlap a little bit. And rather than like cutting this, I just don't find this to be necessary at this moment. I think I'm just going to have it like overlap a little bit. Something like that. Cute buttons, like the aesthetic buttons, the outer button will be on the nice seam that already existed, and then the inner snap will be on the inside, but it's not going to be right on the seam line that I created. It's going to be inside, and the only reason I'm a little bit nervous about that is because I just wouldn't want this to like rip, I guess. Like I'm just hoping that there's like enough support for that. So I think I might take some scrap fabric and just like test it out really quickly just to double check that that's gonna work. Otherwise I'm gonna have to cut this and redo it, and I do not want to do that. Okay, so upon further investigation, 1,000,000% it needs to be reinforced. Like like one layer of fabric is not gonna cut it. It's like ripping easily. So good to know. I'm glad I practiced. That would have been a bummer. I think just like folding it over the length that I need and just having it as like a double layer will be better. So I'm gonna get my sewing machine back out, do that, do what I gotta do. I'm just gonna measure exactly where I need it to be, fold it over so I have a double layer, make sure I have that correctly, and then I'll be back. Now that I've done that, I am going to start punching holes on the side, and I'm not gonna go all the way down. I'm going to leave probably about this much open, and I'm going to have snaps probably from about here up. The original inspo had 5, so I'm probably gonna do the same thing starting from right here up, and I'm just gonna evenly space those throughout. Put in 5 holes and hope and praying that it will work out. To make it easy on myself, I've put all the pieces I need labeled A, B, C, D. I have the instructions here, and I'm just gonna start putting it in and just fingers crossed it all works out. I do have an example snap that I've done already that's working kind of, so should be good. Okay, one snap on. All my snaps on the outside, and then on my leg it'll rotate, and all of these are on the outside, leaving some at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one off camera and then I will be back. I do not think you guys are ready for these afters. I am literally obsessed with them, and I have worn them out, so I can attest to them being the solution. I am so glad I found this little hack because it is literally done. Say less. This is exactly what I need. This is what I've been looking for all along. I'm gonna put in some B-roll here so you guys can see what these look like in action, but they're basically just like leg warmers, but like leather leg warmers, and I think they give the illusion that you're wearing knee-high or whatever, thigh-high black leather boots, which as it stands, there is a severe lack in the industry for those. So coming up with this solution was literally exactly what I needed to give that illusion. I usually just wear combat boots going out, but the combat boots aren't enough. Like, they don't go high enough. And so pairing these leg warmers with the combat boots, I feel like is the perfect combo. I feel like they look so sleek, they look so stylish, and from far away, honestly, they just look like boots. Like, I feel hot, and that's what I was going for. And so I'm really happy with them. I'm really happy with the result. And this was honestly a super easy DIY. Like, I would do this over again in a heartbeat. And not only that, but I did go out wearing these. So I do have evidence that this works because I literally went out and danced all night in these and they held up. I'll put in that clip now because it's hilarious. I was like in a rush trying to get out the door, but I had like a different outfit, so I could show you that outfit as well. I'll put in the clip here. Okay, you guys, I'm literally in my closet right now because I need to show you guys the final result, but I have friends over and it's loud, so let me just show you. I'm just wearing them with like black combat boots, and I think they turned out so cute. They look like knee-high black leather boots. I am literally obsessed with them. Tonight will be the first wear, so I will update you and see how they hold up, but like so far, I'm literally loving them, so win. And yeah, overall, I really hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. I know it filled like a hole in the system for me. This is what I've been lacking, so maybe it'll fill something for you too. Other than that, I am really excited to be back on YouTube. I missed you guys. I missed my YouTube fam. I hope you guys are doing well. Things have been a little crazy for me, so I'm back on YouTube-ish. I'm still trying to figure out a posting schedule and a content schedule because, as you can see, I'm currently in my current apartment, but as it stands, I'm moving in 1 week from today, so nothing is packed. After this video, I'm going to start packing, and the next video you see will be in an entirely new space. I'm gonna have an entirely dedicated room to myself. That's gonna be like my closet plus my craft and filming space. So yeah, things are going to be a lot different, and I'm really, really excited to show you guys that new space, and I'm just excited to create in that space. So things are still a little hectic for me. I'm still like moving a lot, doing a lot, but I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to keep posting, and I'm excited to come back, share my ideas, start thrifting again, because I miss those. I'm very excited for what's to come in 2026. And overall, I'm just really excited to see like where this year takes me, because I feel like I just have so many creative ideas, and I'm just excited to like bring them to fruition and show you guys here. And I hope that you'll be along with me on the ride, on the journey. I thank you for being here with me so far and allowing me to take this little break, because yeah, your girl needed it. Like I said, I'm really happy to be back. I don't have a consistent posting schedule yet, but I am back, just intermittently. So I will see you guys soon, probably for a house tour. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Thank you guys so much for supporting, as always. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. And of course, if nothing else, I just hope this video encouraged you to stay creative, stay inspired, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, see, I'm like, I need to get back in the game here. I'm struggling. Okay.